Narrated by Anas. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him was delivering the khutbah, sermon, on a Friday when the people stood up, shouted and said, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him! There is no rain, drought, the trees have dried and the livestock are destroyed, please pray to Allah for rain." So Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said twice, "O Allah! Bless us with rain." By Allah, there was no trace of cloud in the sky, and suddenly the sky became overcast with clouds and it started raining. The Prophet peace be upon him came down the pulpit and offered the prayer. When he came back from the prayer to his house, it was raining, and it rained continuously till the next Friday. When the Prophet started delivering the Friday khutbah, sermon, the people started shouting and said to him, "The houses have collapsed and the roads are cut off, so please pray to Allah to withhold the rain." So the Prophet peace be upon him smiled and said, "O Allah! Round about us and not on us." So the sky became clear over Medina, but it kept on raining over the outskirts of Medina, and not a single drop of rain fell over Medina. I looked towards the sky, which was as bright and clear as a crown. Narrated by Abdullah bin Yazid al-Ansari, that he went out with al-Bara bin Azib, and Zayd bin Arqam, and invoked for rain. He, Abdullah bin Yazid, stood up but not on a pulpit, and invoked Allah for rain, and then offered 2 rak'ah prayers with loud recitation without pronouncing adhan or iqama. Abu Ishaq said that Abdullah bin Yazid had seen the Prophet peace be upon him doing the same. Narrated by Abad bin Tamim, that his uncle, who was one of the companions of the Prophet, had told him, the Prophet peace be upon him went out with the people to invoke Allah for rain for them. He stood up and invoked Allah for rain, then faced the Qibla and turned his cloak, inside out, and it rained. Narrated by Abad bin Tamim, from his uncle, who said, the Prophet peace be upon him went out to invoke Allah for rain. He faced the Qibla invoking Allah. He turned over his cloak, inside out, and then offered 2 rak'at and recited the Quran aloud in them. Narrated by Abad bin Tamim from his uncle. I saw the Prophet peace be upon him on the day when he went out to offer the istisqa prayer. He turned his back towards the people and faced the Qibla and asked Allah for rain. Then he turned his cloak inside out and led us in a 2 rak'at prayer and recited the Quran aloud in them.